right, welcome in. This is the Noir Hour, and I'm here with a longtime friend and the lead singer of 616, Mr. Matthew Lidwin. What's up, man?
Hey, dude, everything's going pretty good. It's a nice day in Wisconsin. Um, I don't know. We have a lot of shit to talk about today now, don't we?
Yeah, tons.
So, um, well, I enjoy, feeding the birds and, putting the bird bath out and enjoying my days out here. And I've become really good friends with my deer. Well, they're fat now, but they're squirrels. I keep feeding them donuts and stuff. But other than that, man, music is we have some new music coming out, and I'd like to welcome a new member of the band in, and he's the new bass player of 616, and his name is Steven, and he played alongside Brian of Woods of Aprey, and yeah, and it's pretty cool, and we still got JR going on, with the drums and stuff like that, but everything's been turned out good. I was sitting in the studio, I think it was for like 4 to fucking 8 days, something like that. I go in there and I had to do this. We also did an Ozzy cover, so. And it's going to be it's got justice with it, so I just have to retrack all the vocals because I only did rough tracks on the vocals for it.
Yeah.
But and we have all this new music coming out. We have a new fucking music video coming out, and I filmed it with Eddie Curran and one of my dear friends, Samantha Stern, and I love her to death. She's like one of the coolest gals around. And she was in One Way to Love music video. And I just thought it was so rad to kind of go back. Because where we filmed, dude, it's called The Seminary. And it's off the Lakefront Drive of Milwaukee. And, Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
And it's one of the most religious places around. They bury all the fucking priests and stuff there, and all the nuns go there and all that stuff. And we filmed all that stuff. And there's a funny story about the whole woods scene. So, middle music video. All right, the people are gonna get a crack out of this. They're definitely gonna fucking laugh. So, we're filming, and I ate some, shitty, McDonald's. Well, I had to run into the woods halfway fucking through the music video shoot because my gut was not feeling too well. And I just shit all over a grave. And I was like, oh my God, dude. I was like, I can't believe it. I cannot believe this fucking happened. What is going on? So things... Yeah, they'll never people will never let me live this one down. Probably for the rest of my life, but it happened. You can ask Samantha or Eddie Curran about that. And man, when you gotta go, you gotta go. But,
I guess that's probably not the biggest sin you've ever committed anyway, so you're fine.
No, I'm good, man. I've never bitten the head off a bat or bitten the head off a bird or anything like that. Not yet, but
yeah.
No, but everything else is good. We do have a new music video coming out, and it's called Morning, and that's going to be the new single. And then we also recorded 4 songs at Sun Studio live, and we will premiere one of these at basically the end of our show.
Yeah.
Yeah, the song is called Scorched and Scorn, and you were there for some of the Sun Studio. You came out, man.
Yeah, I did. After talking to Brian when I did and going through a lot of Woods of Aprey, a lot of that old stuff.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, I'm definitely coming up because it was only about 6 hours for me, so I just made a long weekend out of it.
Yeah,
it was a good time.
So, did you end up having fun with us?
Yeah, it was awesome to get to meet all you guys.
Well, all I can tell you is I was talking to Brian. I was sitting on the couch next to him, and he's just like, "Yeah, fucking Tyler's coming out." And I was like, "Really, man? Are you serious? He's really gonna be here?" He's like, "Yeah, he's gonna be here in like 2 hours." And I was like, "Really?"
Yeah.
And then when I finally got to meet you, I was like, "Holy shit, man! How you doing, dude?" And and yeah, and we had a good night that night and at Sun Studio. And for the people that don't know about Sun Studio, that is where Elvis, Johnny Cash, BB King, Paul McCartney, I mean, you fucking list off the names. They all recorded there. And then I was lucky enough to lock me in the spot. And, lock my band in the spot. And we had so much fun. I remember just being comatose from, it was like Jameson.
Yeah. Jameson and Taco Bell.
Yeah, Jameson and Taco Bell. I fell asleep on the couch. And then dude, we had such a good time, dude. And when you do hear the Sun Studio sessions, they're raw. There's not much editing going into them. It's the way 616 sounds, and which is very important. So I don't know. While we were there, it was. What did you think, Tyler?
I thought it was great. I thought it was awesome to get the whole studio to yourself and be able to walk around and kind of just reminisce. I know a lot of the time I was there, it was Brian tracking guitars.
Yeah.
It was a good time though.
Yeah, and then I got to sing into what's his name's microphone. I did. He wouldn't. Oh, also, big shout out to Daniel at Sun Studios, rock and roll, and also to my producer. He remember it was like a fucking ice storm.
Yeah, Eric came down, right?
Eric LeBros came down.
Yeah, he walked in the back door, and I was like, "Holy shit, you've made quite a travel."
Yeah, dude, he was like stuck in like Washington or something like that, and he only had a little bit of time because the ice storm that we got hit with at that time was fucking insane, dude.
Yeah.
Like it was really big, and people weren't even. I just remember looking out my window of the Airbnb, and this guy, he's walking down the street, and I'm waking, I'm like half awake, and he's just like, "Man, you gonna suck my dick. You gonna suck my dick. You gonna suck my dick. You gonna suck that dick." And I was like, what the fuck is happening in Memphis, man? And that was just like a normal thing. And then Patrick Wilkerson, he did some lighting and filming as well.
Yeah.
And it was pretty. He did a good job. And but I don't know, that fucking trip was crazy, dude. One of the weirdest trips I've ever been on. And I remember, were you there when I threw the fucking celery at him or no?
Yeah, in the room.
Yeah, and it's stuck to the goddamn fucking shades of. Yeah. I tore that fucking place up. It was pretty cool. But I got fined for that.
Well, it doesn't surprise me. There was a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, well, I got fined because I don't know. There was just like sheets thrown everywhere, fucking food all over in the fridge, and I had an assistant at the time. Well, let's not get into too much of that.
Yeah, let's not go there too hard, but
all right. Well, all right. Okay. So, what is your band up to? I want to hear about your side of the story.
Oh, well, we've got another song to finish up, and then it'll basically be finishing a couple of instrumentals and heading to mixing and mastering.
Who
So
you going to for mixing and mastering?
we do it.
Oh, you do it yourself. Okay. I
Yeah.
went to this guy, Michael Fossenkemper from New York, and he does it for a really good price. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he's done like Fall Out Boy and all that shit, dude. Yeah, he's done like metal bands. But it's no different than how Brian, he mixes, and he knows how to master, and Eric's a great producer, and that's why I always like having all these people around me, is because we always get like the best of the best, and it's very important that everyone's voice needs to be heard, and I'm so happy that Steve now from Woods of April is in the band, and I'm not really that good at guitar and shit and bass and stuff like that. I've recorded all my stuff,
Yeah.
but these guys are just phenomenal, and my drummer's phenomenal. Shout out to fucking JR, and I don't know, we're always gonna have a good time. And now Cam, he's on tour over in like Iceland or something.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so I don't know. It's been quite a crazy journey for the past like 6 months.
Yeah.
And also, what do you want to get into? What do you got written down?
Well, I kind of wanted to ask you how this whole thing happened, like how you first got started, because I know that there's a lot of I know that you had Eden and that you met Bam and y'all had a pretty close relationship. So I was just kind of wondering how you got started doing all of this.
Well, at the age of 17, I had an idea. I came up with this great idea to sign myself out of high school and record an album. By the age of 18, I ended up giving them a record. And I walked all the way from I can't remember, like something where in Goshen, and I had to walk like fucking like 10 miles. And I went to the house. I went to his mom and dad's house, but he wasn't home at the time. And then April and Phil, Boof saw me walk up to the door. She let me in. And I was so dehydrated. I think we drank like bottle of vodka. and they welcomed me into their family, basically. And they are the nicest, kind people. And then I'm sitting at home, and I get a fucking phone call. It's Bam Margera. He goes, "Yeah, Boof Margera. Rest in peace, her soul. She was the nicest mother ever."
Yeah.
She was really close to me. She even, flew out to my house and all this stuff. She was like the coolest. I mean, rest in peace to her soul. But Bam Margera, me and him started becoming really good friends. And I mean, we toured, I think it was like 45 states and with each other, or something like that. It was 40, something like that. And we're on the tour bus, and I mean, we put on some of the best shows around. And I met Machine Gun Kelly, and I didn't even know it was him.
Was that was during the Fuckface Unstoppable stuff?
Yeah. I didn't even know it was him because he was playing downstairs while we were playing upstairs.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. But he was a really cool guy. I mean, he gave me a lot of respect when I talked to him. I just was just like, he was just like, dude. Took his hand and kind of walked away. I thought it was just a fan, to be honest.
Yeah.
And then I don't know, Bam knocked me out on stage. That one sucked. He's got to stop doing that kind of shit to people, but you know how Bam is. So, I don't know, but it worked. it fucking worked. It got the crowd going. I mean, I get knocked out by Bam on stage and come to, and everyone's like, yeah, like.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
I saw Bam and Novak on, it was like 2012 or 2013. I saw them doing, it was just them going out together, and they got to the show, but they were just there. They didn't have anything planned. They were just hanging out. That's where I met Bam and Novak for the first time. But
Oh,
then
okay.
they got up on stage, and he was chugging milk and throwing up everywhere, and like, just, it was crazy. It was madness. But
Well, that's what happens, when you start getting that, kind of rowdy. But also, I want to make a mention about something that's pretty dang cool. Is do you know that Brian Mello of Woods of April never had one beer in his entire life?
that doesn't surprise me at all, because we left out and went to Starbucks and got some coffee, and he got a cigar. And I asked him, I was like, "Are you gonna, you want anything to drink?" He's like, "Yeah, just coffee for me." That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah. No, he's never had one beer in his entire life. Never took a sip of alcohol, nothing. And I applaud that guy, like, big time. Like, he's like a superhero, dude.
Yeah, he is. He's one of the nicest people I've ever met, truly.
Yeah. No, he really is. And you know what's, I don't know. I look up to that guy. He's like the older brother that I never had.
Yeah.
But
I get that vibe from when he talks about what's going on and stuff, even in Memphis. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's always just like the guy making sure everything's good. Making sure everything is cool. And I'm glad I was able to give. Goddamn dog, man! Come on, man! Sorry about that. But no, like, thank you for coming to visit us and stuff.
Yeah.
Now we got a new PR agent, which is rad, because she works for the guys who were in typo negative, and she's gonna be putting us in like Revolver magazine, also, like No Hammer and stuff. So
Yeah.
Loud Wire, like it's gonna be fucking really cool, and I'm so excited about it, because and Cleopatra Records. I mean, my guy Kyle at Cleo, he knows what's up, and I can't thank him enough. He's like one of my best friends. I talk to him every day, and I always just check in on all my guys, to make sure they're okay. Oh my God, my hair looks like I'm a fucking peacock. But anyways,
let's talk about Cleopatra for a minute, because I remember when One Way to Love first came out. That's where I first saw it. I was on Facebook, and I was like, "Holy shit, what is this?" So
I
fell in love with it.
You want the real story behind One Way to Love? If you really want the real story about it, I'll give it to you. But some people may not like what I have to say about it. I wrote that song in my basement. Okay. I wrote it in my basement. I was down there and recorded it on a fucking computer with this guy named Patrick or whatever. And then this guy named Adam gets involved, wants to record it at his house. I said, all right, so since I write everything, I'm the singer songwriter. He started getting very fucking weird, and I had to fight for my rights to fucking get what was made off that song. He was like buying, like, when One Way to Love and the music video came out and shit, he was like buying himself like new hardwood floors and new cars and shit. And I was like, where did all my money go? And like, why didn't I get $1? And because I wasn't smart in the music industry at the time. Okay.
Yeah.
And I was taking advantage of it. So, and his mom, cuckoo. But so no, I got taken advantage of. And, yeah, that guy made quite a bit of fucking money off me, and also went into my YouTube account and took everything I had, and that really fucking pissed me off. I mean, everything hard I worked for. He was selling singles, selling fucking T-shirts, selling all this shit, and never got a dime. Never got a dime from Adam Didier.
Yeah.
And yeah, and he was buying himself like $5,000 guitars and shit. Yeah, that was a bad time. So then I started putting out, like Dead and Beloved singles. And then I was like, well, let's see how good these do. And people were buying them. Some people got them. Some people didn't because of an idiot. Because I can't handle everything on my own. I can't. I need management.
Yeah.
And things just started getting out of control. And, if anyone out there had never got a Dead and Beloved single, I apologize. And I will make sure to get one out of you. Get one out to you. My bad. But no, I went through a lot of fucking shit. And then it threw me into fucking depression. And then I wrote the song Cinderella Valentine when my Aunt Cindy passed away. 15 minutes after I found my Aunt Cindy passed away, I ran home on my bike after working at the Dollar Tree. And I just wrote the song on the spot. I wrote one of my best hit songs that I possibly ever wrote. And that song always hits my heart every time I do it. And I always keep writing songs about my friends and girlfriends. And yeah. But Cinderella Valentine went a long way. And make sure, if you're watching this, make sure you grab the Cinderella Valentine vinyl.
Go get you one.
It's a 7-inch released through Cleopatra Records, and you'll enjoy it. Spin it, and you'll have like some of the best music going through your brain for a little bit.
Yeah. So, tell me about the Cinderella Valentine, man, because you got Bam, you got Gas on there. That was your first release with Cleopatra.
Yeah. So I had a manager at the time. His name is Charlie Erasmus, and I don't know, Charlie. He was a great guy, dude. He'd call me up and he'd be like, dude, your new music is so fucking good. Like, this is so good. And when he heard Cinderella Valentine, he goes, we got to get Gas on this. So, Gas Lipstick, nicest guy ever.
Yeah.
He just does it, and he goes, man, I got offered to play drums from a lot of people, like, from Miley Cyrus and shit like that, but I'd never do that. So I was like, well, I already did all the drums. He's like, do you want me to play them exactly like how yours are on the song? I said, no. You do the drums the way you want to do. You're fucking Gas Lipstick. You're the love metal legend of drums, dude.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah, that's why you hear that. Phil?
Yeah.
Yeah. And he was just like he's such a kind guy. So is his wife, and she's awesome. And his daughter's cool, but But it's been a fucking weird journey I've been on, because like one day I'll be doing this, and the next day I'll be like, shit, scratching my head, fucking being like, who am I gonna get on another song? What am I gonna do? But
yeah,
now it's time for us to start taking the fucking stage. It's we're building up all the songs. I sent all the songs to my guys, and we're getting ready, man. We're getting fucking ready. We're building up and getting ready to, how can I say, take that stage again. And I cannot wait to take that stage again. You have no clue what the hell you're gonna see. You know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah. I think you'll be getting a good intro too.
yeah. Speaking of your intro, yeah, that thing, I love that intro that you did, man.
Yeah.
I sent it to the guys and I was like, dude, you gotta listen to this. You gotta check this out. And they were just like, yeah, this is fucking awesome. And I was like, well, we need to. I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about doing like, maybe I can get you some of my vocals shot over to you,
Yeah.
and like create something that's like, have something really cool, you know,
Yeah. I could definitely try and recreate that.
something, like survive. Oh, try the chance. You know how I love Elvis.
Yeah.
So did you go to Graceland?
I didn't. I hate it,
No.
but I passed it up on the way home.
How did you ever go there before or no?
I've never been there.
Oh, it was awesome. Drinking a beer inside of Graceland was probably the most cool time of my life.
Yeah.
Not only did I drink a beer inside of Graceland, I smoked a cigarette and put it out in the beer can really, really quick after, you know, I did the switcheroo real quick, and it fucking worked. I got away with it because I timed it out all right. And people people might say, "Oh yeah, fuck you for that" or whatever, but that was my honor to the king. And then I put my hat down on his grave, and then I gave my scarf to him. And I said, "Man,
Yeah.
I would have been fucking like best friends with that dude."
Yeah. He's definitely going too soon. There's So I know that you hate social media. I know that you hate all this shit. Tell me a
Yeah,
little bit. Tell me a little bit about 616 on the social media side, because I remember when I found 616, One Way to Love, the video came out, and all of a sudden it was everywhere. There was a lot of love and a lot of hate.
yeah.
How did you what did you think about all that? How did that feel to have so much love and so much shit talk? You're a him wannabe, you're a Villa Vallo, this and that. You know all the shit I'm talking about.
Well, here's the thing. Sure, it's fucking social media, but the people who fucking say negative things aren't good people because they don't have fucking balls to their fucking name and won't say it to my face. And there's also, they can talk all they want online about me. That's fine.
Yeah.
It doesn't really affect me. To some days I wake up and that's why I just took my iPad and threw it in the corner. Yeah. But some days they just go like, "Oh yeah, oh, yeah." Wake up to all these negative comments and shit. And it's just like, who are you? You're like, what the fuck are you doing? And then I'm on Reddit, you know.
Reddit is a
Um,
fucking dangerous place to be. God damn.
yeah, dude. Like I was on Reddit for fucking days and days and days, and I was just like, dude, like,
Yeah, stay off of
who's who?
Reddit.
Yeah. Dude, I had to fucking look and try to figure exactly what I'm on about, and that was me staying away from all the fucking bullies that are out there. We'll probably be buying like VIP fucking tickets at my show. But I don't know. Sometimes it creeps me out, man. Sometimes it freaks me the fuck out. And I'm like, I can't look at that shit because you start overthinking things.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not good for mental health, and mental health goes a long way. And shit, my guy my bass player Steven, he helps it with mental health. So does Brian, and we're all doing the best that we possibly can. But I don't know. People always call me like this Villanelle wannabe faggot, Elvis Presley fucking blah blah blah. I can't even wear a goddamn suit jacket anymore without being an Elvis wannabe. And but I will tell you this, fuckers. See these glasses made by Artie? I own Elvis Presley's fucking glasses. 900 pairs were made by Artie, and I own them. And if you steal them from me, and we got a problem. So what do you think about that one?
Yeah. Well, there you go. Yeah, it is. I will agree that it is tough because you're the lead singer of 616. I mean, it's going to come with some scrutiny. You already know that. But
Yeah.
it is weird to see how many people actually know who you are, to see how many people feel like they know more about you than yourself. There's always somebody watching.
Yeah, there's always somebody watching, and you know, I do have a private life where I like to like ride my bike around and you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But sometimes, you know, like I always just feel like I'm like stuck in this like fucking backyard, and I can't do the things that I want to do because someone's always watching. Everyone knows that like, I can't go down my fucking street without anybody fucking watching. I can't do the things that I want to do because everybody's fucking watching the bitch in my backyard. Oh, she put her cameras. You know, like I'm not. Look, I've made mistakes in my life, but I'm not a bad guy.
Right.
You know,
Well,
I take care of my friends and make sure they're good. You know.
yeah, well, I mean, we can both probably say that some of your biggest exposure has come from Bam pushing it pretty hard at times.
Yeah. But yeah, Bam definitely did that. And that is like with what? Okay, here we're getting into Bam stuff. He it was like the biggest fucking big brother to me, and to watch what the heck is going on with him right now is just breaking my heart, and I can't watch it anymore. I can't. I see a 2-minute clip of what he does, and he's just starting to like go off, and I just can't watch it, and I just want the best for his family. The Margeras always have my heart. And Jesse, he's a great guy. He's a great guy. He's just looking out for his brother so his brother doesn't lose his fucking mind.
Yeah.
And and you know the whole Margera stuff is kind of very private between all of us.
Right.
But no, they're great fucking people. I love them to death. They're my second like family, and I just want my friend to get better.
Yeah.
That's all you know, like I just want him to heal. I want him to heal. Like when I saw him in Florida, he was doing really, really, really good.
Wasn't
And
that was one of the last interviews that you had with Bam, wasn't it?
yeah, and I pissed myself off because I was like totally fucking loaded in that.
Yeah. A little bit.
Yeah, I had a little bit too much saucer, you know.
Yeah.
But you know, you know, like I just remember I was at the hotel. And he came walking down the hallway to me, and he just came up to me and was just like, Matthew, come here. I was like, B, how you doing, B? You know, like he was like the coolest guy ever, and then everything turned into hell. And that's what fucked with me because he really is a good person at heart. He really is, and I can understand why he's so fucking pissed that he can't see his son.
Yeah. I think deep down, you know, you can't help but kind of see some of the things that Bam says sometimes is just absolutely insane. But I think deep down, everybody loves Bam Margera. Everybody wants him to turn around. Everybody wants the best for all those guys. Even Jess, man. Jess is a fucking legend.
Yeah, of course.
Phil and April, man, it's almost like they're pop culture. I mean, we grew up loving these people. We don't want them to fall down the fucking fall in the dark river and go to hell and it just be all messed up. It is tough to watch.
I'll say this, yeah, it's very tough because like like I said, I was 18 when I went to Bam's house. I was around like 17 or 18.
Yeah.
And me and him just clicked right away. Me and him just let's fucking have some fun. I mean, throwing meatball sandwiches at people, fucking dude, we did it. We burnt down that fucking mega rape.
Yeah, I've seen some shit about that before.
Yeah, but you might need to edit this out because of the police.
Well, I'm sure the statute of limitations already passed up by then.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Me and him did a lot of wicked shit. If it wasn't going, you know, I always looked up to him because he always just had like, he was always fun and always like running around doing something, making sure everybody was smiling, making sure his family was, well, I hate to say it, but going fucking crazy. But he really has the biggest heart in the world, and like, you know, he helped me a lot. He helped me when I had nothing, and yeah, I pay my respects to Bam. I really do pay my respects to Bam. He's fucking like my best friend, man. You know, and it is what it is right now. But I don't know. You know, he's also got to fucking figure out a couple things, and I want him, you know, to be the best man he possibly can be because I will be there for him. I will always be there for B. And that is not a fucking lie. I will always be there for B no matter what, thick and thin. And, you know, no different than, you know, all my friends, you know. Sometimes I get upset because, you know, you see people go through, you see people go through things and sucks. It sucks, you know. And B, that guy knew how to cheer you up. I mean, if it weren't throwing fucking newspapers at everybody and fucking throwing meatball subs and fucking dropping in on fucking mega ramps and fucking, I've seen it all, man.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, but I'm so glad that I get to call him my friend. And the last thing I want to go through is to know like Bam Margera passed away because of drinking and drugs.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
and I'm very worried about that.
Yeah.
Know?
I think we're all hopeful that it doesn't come to that. I don't know what it's going to take. Because the last time that y'all had y'all's interview together, he was totally straight, and that wasn't too long ago.
No, that was last year in Florida, West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know, sure, I shouldn't have been drinking around. I made a mistake, but you know, of doing that, I shouldn't have done that, and I regret it.
Well, it's all good, man. Time heals everything.
Yeah, well, he'll be good. Yeah, I have faith in it. I have faith that he's gonna come out of this.
Yeah.
And you know, but you know, me being an alcoholic as well, you just don't come out of this. You're like right out of fucking like right out of the night.
Yeah.
It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't, because it doesn't work that way. People think it works that way, and it's just like, oh yeah, well, cool drinking. It's like ain't easy.
I know.
You know?
No, trust me, I understand myself. Well, not only a touch of alcohol, but there's something that I wanted to mention about that a lot of people know is that you have some arthritis issues and maybe like some psoriasis issues as well.
Yeah, yeah. So, I ended up getting psoriasis when I was like 13 or 14 years old, something like that.
Yeah.
And I want to bring awareness to about this. So I ended up just having like little spots, pop, 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 and then they were all gone. And then all of a sudden I started getting bigger spots, pop, 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 pop. And on my knees, on my feet, my ankles, also the back of my neck, my spine. Not only do I have psoriatic arthritis, with psoriasis, I also have psoriatic spondylitis, which is basically twisting my spine at my tailbone. And my lower back kills me every single day. And people need to know about this, because if you have psoriasis, 1 out of 10 people will get psoriatic arthritis. And when you get that, and I shout out to all the people who suffer from this, but what you have to do is no dairy and not a lot of sugar, not a lot of salt. You got to watch everything on your fucking diet. And there was a point where I was just like mumbling down the goddamn stairs, barely could even sit down and take a goddamn shower,
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, looks like I'm going out. Looks like this shit's all over. And then, I started, I was on Humira, and then I started Stellara. Stellara started working. Now I can fucking move and get back up and all that stuff, So I want to bring awareness to anybody who suffers with psoriasis or psoriatic arthritis that it is possible to achieve a great clear goal. It
Yeah.
is there. Yeah, it's. Thanks for bringing that up.
Yeah. Yeah, I know that you're real passionate about talking about it and getting the word out. I know you talk about it a lot. And I know that you have dealt with it a lot and talked to me a lot about it in the past. And you talk to people on Facebook all the time about it as well. So
Yeah, I just want people to know, like, hey, if you got psoriasis, get yourself checked before you. I went through trial and error, trial and error, trial and error, trial and error with fucking doctors, and it was just the most miserable. I've never been in so much pain. Like, I would have probably felt better if you had fucking been like Jason, hit me and cut my arm off with an axe.
yeah.
Yeah, from Friday the 13th. Or fucking stab me like Michael Myers. But
I've got a funny story I want to tell you about. I saw Villa Vallo in Orlando, and I met a guy down there. His name is Kobe. He does.
okay.
He makes the metal art. He makes the heartograms and the stuff like that. Do you remember him?
Kobe.
Yeah. He had talked to you. He makes like the big heartogram, the metal ones with the lights in them and stuff, like Bam had.
Oh shit! Oh yeah, the guy who was supposed to come over here to fucking do my big trident.
Yeah, yeah. I met him on accident somehow, but we got to talking.
Oh.
So he wanted me. He told me that next time I talk to you, to let him remember about you.
Yeah. I forgot him because oh man, I feel so bad about that because he was supposed to come here and stay with one of his friends at my house and build a fucking huge trident. And I just didn't. I didn't have the money at the time. I didn't.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to, make him feel bad.
No, it's all
So
good. Yeah, Kobe's a great guy. Y'all should get back in touch sometime.
yeah, dude, he's a fucking great guy. And shit, I don't have his number because I don't use my iPad anymore. You know, I threw that thing across the room probably more times
Yeah.
than anybody fucking knows.
Yeah, I'll send it to you. The
No,
biggest thing that drives me
it,
crazy about him is he doesn't have any social media, so I can't really plug it very well right here. But he does some
as
great
long
work.
as long as you have this number, you know, then we can talk to Kobe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd like to have him come over here and you know get some cool stuff done. I think he was supposed to be here like last year around this time or something like that with his
Yeah, I
buddy.
think so.
Yeah, and building a new trident. We're supposed to do like 10 foot by 10 foot or some shit like that. So yeah, I mean, shit, and the LED lights. Shit, I got to get back on that so we can have something nice for tour and have it made in different pieces and stuff. He's good at what he does.
Yeah, absolutely.
He's super talented, and oh shit. Now I feel guilty.
No, man, all good. We all get busy.
Yeah, bro. Things happen. And
Yeah.
it sucks sometimes. But anyways, let's talk about your band. What is going on with October?
October Noir. Well, our new album, Letters to Existence, will be here in September. We've been working on it for quite a while. Got a couple more little things to polish up, and then it'll go off to mastering. So it'll be on time. It might be even a little bit earlier than expected. So I'm excited about that.
Did Brian ever get those guitar tracks to you? For
Yeah.
some of your how does it sound?
Yeah, it's cool. It's I can't remember right off the top of my head, but I remember that I enjoyed it. It's probably gonna be some in like an instrumental that we've got, a little transition here and there. But Brian knows how to write some fucking licks, man.
Brian's a genius. Not just a genius, but he's somebody you always want to look up to because he's not just a genius on the guitar. He's a great family man. He knows how to cook like a son bitch.
Yeah.
Also, I want to get into that a little bit. Is me, Steve, and Brian in 616. We're all we were all chefs at once. So, you know, it's so cool just to talk about like recipes and our favorite animals are dogs. So we always send like dog pictures to each other every day and stuff like that. And, those my guys are super cool. So I don't know. We just like dogs and food and rock and roll. I guess that's the best way to go about it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, we sound like a bunch of old guys sitting around talking about that shit, but it's true, man. Those are the important things, right?
yeah, of course. Yeah. Well, we're not a bunch of too old guys. We still have a long way to go. How old are you?
32.
Well, I'm 31. You were there on my birthday, weren't you?
I don't know if it was in Milwaukee, then I wasn't.
No, because it was February 2nd.
I had just missed it then. I think I got there the 4th, maybe.
Yeah, because we started recording on February 2nd.
Yeah. Yeah, I got there a day or two after that.
Yeah. I don't know. I was just sitting there with a fucking beer in my hand, and I was like, well, this is just cut it up a Honda. Let's have some fun, I guess.
Yeah. Well, after 30, birthdays don't seem as much fun anyway.
I don't give a fuck how old I am anymore.
Yeah.
Nah. Who gives a shit? We're having too much fun, but I do want to get my band on the road, and I'm working on it really hard. There's a guy next door that he's got a couple a few vans, and I want to fucking turn them into like tour vans. So,
Yeah.
and then also I want to give a shout out to one of Jr.
Yeah,
Um,
Jeremy.
yeah, Jeremy. Yeah, but I call him Jr. Uh, I want to give him a shout out, and because he has a good band called Resting Place.
Yeah, I've heard it.
And
I've heard a lot of it.
yeah. He does it all on his own usually, and his music's good. Then I'd like to give a shout out to Cam's music. Um, you know, fucking Gorgatron. They're in Iceland right now, or some shit like that. I don't know.
Yeah, Gorgatron is definitely not love metal.
No,
It's
it's just heavy.
brutal.
And then obviously give a biggest shout out to my boys, to Brian and Steven of Woods of April. I can't stress enough how much that band needs to be known about. And
Yeah, I've been waving that flag for years. I love Woods of Prey.
Woods of April is a fucking. They are the fucking horns.
It's the shit.
Oh yeah. And
Somehow that band always comes up in conversation with me. Everybody wants to know who I'm talking about. It never fails.
I was just like watching like some goth girl like getting all fucking dressed up and stuff, and she was listening to Woods of April, and I'm just like, it's right, and it was like, life is just pain and past. It's nothing that I won't miss.
Yeah.
I was like, that's what I'm talking about, boys. And now the guys of Woods of April, now they're in my band, and I couldn't be more thankful because they are the coolest dudes ever, man. Coolest dudes ever, and they have it. And it's so funny because we all have like the same funny personalities, and they are awesome. I'm really thankful for everything that I have right now. I want people to know that.
Yeah.
And thankful, and I also want to say thank you to the fans.
Yeah, you do. You have a ton of fans, man. It's no mystery. The music's incredible. I've been a fan since day one. I love it.
How'd you end up finding about me?
I found it on Facebook. I found One Way to Love. And then
that's how it all happened?
Yep. And then we had started talking a couple of months after, and we've been talking ever since. So it works out that way.
Yeah, that's fucking so cool.
Yeah.
Well. So any upcoming tours with your
band? Not too many tours. We're kind of holding off on live shows until the album comes out, but we'll be in Brooklyn and Long Island at the end of the year, and then we've got something coming up in Arizona. So we'll be popping around. I'm sure more will come up as the days come along.
Well, it'd be rad ass tours if you guys got on the tour. Also, I want to talk about one thing before. My guy Kyle from Cleopatra Records.
Yeah.
I just want to give him a big thank you for always believing in me, and also Raquel for, she's gonna be doing PR and stuff like that. I just want to say thank you for all the hard work that they really do. They bust their butts, and if we can get a good goth rock tour, let's say with 69 Eyes, October and fucking 616.
That doesn't sound too bad.
I don't think it sounds too bad now, does it?
Sounds all right with me.
We'll have fun.
Well, so now you're just waiting. You're kind of waiting on the Sun Studio EP to drop.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And that's here's the cool part for everyone who made it throughout this video. I went to Sun Studio in Memphis, Tennessee with my band. and we decided to, do some pretty cool shit. And well, we had a lot of fun. And this track is called Scorched and Scorn. And I love it a lot. I think it's Scorched and Scorn to the moon. It's really catchy. And what happened with that is I was sitting down, Eric came out, and we just sat there 15 minutes, wrote 2 new brand new songs. And they are fucking awesome. And they are live from Sun Studio. And we will premiere this right now on Tyler's goddamn podcast. So rock and fucking roll.
My sweetest honey, I feel my angel to my
want to give a shout out to my dear friends, and their names are Ryan below. Hello, he's always below, but now he's rising above, so that's beautiful. And Joshua Glass, he's a great guy, man. He's fucking cool. Shout out to my friend Jackie and Mike Watson. Rest in peace, his soul. And shout out to Bam Margera, April Margera, Phil Margera, and obviously Phil fucking Lidwin. And you know, shout out to your band, October the Rock, and Steven, he's fucking awesome, man. Yeah, Steven Fuse, the Fuser, and yeah, everything's gonna be coming together. And yeah, thank you so much for having me on this.
Oh yeah,
podcast.
man, it's always great to talk to you. It's always an adventure. I'll say that for sure.
616 for you, man.
Yeah.
And also I want to give a shout out to Kyle Pereira from Cleopatra Records, Brian Pereira from Cleopatra Records, Matt and Ken from Cleopatra Records, and just all my dear friends. Also, I want to give a big shout out to my guy B-Dubs, who's Brian Below of Wizard April, and Steven. So, I'm gonna wiggle a panky, baby. She's saying, you ain't nothing but a hound dog, crying on time. All right, bye. I'm out. My name is Matthew Lidwin of 616, and salute to Tyler, and bye-byes.